So guys, so if you didn't hear, the U.S. government is asking for hunters to shoot 500,000 barred owls, northern barred owls, because they are considered invasive in the Pacific Northwest. So how do we get to this point? Obviously, don't tell Harry Potter that we're looking at killing all these owls. So how did we get there? So these owls, yeah, they are native to the U.S. So how did they get to the Pacific Northwest? Well, they got there because the U.S. government, under you could say under Sherman, or a way to round up what was then the Indians, Native Americans, and force them onto reservations, had in 15 months killed off over 40 million bison. There are no buffalo, but killed off all those bison and brought the population down to about 400 in the 1860s, forcing. You get rid of all the bison, which of course then led to massive wildfires, which then led all out to that, because that brush keeps growing. And then it had forests that then build up across the Great Plains. And as those forests build across the Great Plains, then those owls were able to migrate from the east out to the west, and that's how, because they couldn't get across just plains country. So when you got rid of the bison, that you caused that. So the U.S. government caused this problem, and now they're asking hunters to go and kill all of these owls. So I would love to know what your thoughts on this. So of course, I love bison, and if I start advocating for releasing all these bison and getting a massive breeding program and releasing millions of them across the United States like it used to be, when they would stretch from like Maine out to Washington, maybe people would think I was crazy. Of course, you'd have car accidents with them, which would be really bad, but you'd also have bison in every state, which I think would be pretty cool to have massive herds of them. But anyway, the thoughts on this, I would love to hear. But yeah, the thought is, so let's kill off this species, that kill off these owls that are now on the West Coast because of something that the U.S. government caused, and they want to kill 500,000 of them. They want hunters to do it, even though the U.S. government caused it. And then it's to save these spotted owls that are out there that are endangered. But they became endangered, and the population became rare and more affected. The first time barred owls got over to the West Coast was in the 1950s. So it's not like they're brand new out there. Yes, they are invasive. They're not just a non-native. They are invasive because they breed faster. They're more aggressive than the native species that's on the West Coast. But unless you really establish some sort of a blockade for them, like, I don't know, bringing back bison or something across the Midwest and get rid of the forests that are there now, you're going to continue to have barred owls coming over there. You're not going to get rid of them completely. So I'd love to hear thoughts on this, but overall it is a ecological nightmare, which, just like the extirpation of the bison from across the U.S. that has led to massive wildfires in the Pacific, this is just another example of a failed program where a knee-jerk reaction has led to this. So please give me your responses in the comments and what you think about this.